In an era where millions are rushing to master artificial intelligence, prompt engineering, and coding, a provocative new perspective suggests that the most valuable asset for future success has nothing to do with technical proficiency. While technical skills are becoming increasingly accessible and automated, a core human attribute known as agency is emerging as the ultimate competitive advantage. This shift in focus stems from the insights of prominent digital creator Dan Koe, whose analysis of the evolving economic landscape has captured the attention of over 7 million readers. Koe argues that as artificial intelligence continues to lower the barrier for technical tasks, the ability to act independently and steer one's own course, agency, will be the primary factor separating those who thrive from those who merely survive. This observation is echoed by major global institutions, including McKinsey, the World Economic Forum, and Harvard Business School, all of which identify self-directed initiative as a critical future competency. Recent findings in neuroscience provide a startling explanation for why true agency is so rare. Research indicates that the human brain's factory setting is actually geared toward passivity. When faced with persistent stress or obstacles, a specific region of the brain, the dorsal raphe nucleus, releases serotonin that effectively suppresses the impulse to act. This biological default means that most individuals are naturally inclined to wait for instructions or follow established social scripts rather than carving their own paths. Statistical data reflects this biological reality, showing that approximately 80% of the population operates within predefined societal rules, often pursuing goals, such as specific career paths or definitions of success, that were handed to them rather than self-chosen. Only about 10% of individuals are estimated to consistently demonstrate high levels of agency. According to Koe, agency is defined by three distinct characteristics: the tendency to act without seeking external permission, the perspective of viewing life as a series of experiments where failure is simply data, and the firm belief that difficult challenges are solvable. To move from a passive state to a proactive one, a 5-step training cycle is proposed. The process begins with making a conscious choice, which serves as the fundamental exercise of willpower. The second step involves researching the paths of others through literature, podcasts, and mentors to create a map of potential pitfalls. Third, one must engage in extensive trial and error, understanding that most methods will fail, but each failure narrows the search for what works. The fourth step requires identifying patterns, stepping back to analyze which conditions lead to the highest efficiency and natural advantage. Finally, the fifth step is to teach the learned methods to others, as the act of explaining a process solidifies one's own mastery. This cycle of learned industriousness suggests that agency is not an innate gift, but a skill developed through repeated iterations in the real world. As artificial intelligence handles more of the how, the human capacity to decide the what and the why becomes the most precious commodity in the global marketplace.